Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be continuing our discord.py series. So in the last episode of this series, that is the last video, we saw that we made a basic bot and we saw that it could respond to commands, and we also made the commands case insensitive, which means even if you type all lowercase hello or all uppercase hello, it would respond. So today, as we saw in our previous short video, we'll be working with emojis and reactions in discord.py. So first off, let me show you how we can type emojis in Discord. So here we have a message, say okay, and now if I open colon and I start typing the name like smile, there is a lot of emojis coming up in this bar, so you can select the one you want and enter. So that is one way of typing an emoji without actually going to this bar here and clicking it and sending it. So now let me show you how I mean it by this way. So sweat smile, the second I close the colon, it goes into its emoji form. Okay, so similarly we can make our bot send an emoji like this way, or we can open our Windows emoji, which is Windows key plus full stop. So as you can see here in the tip, so let me just put here this emoji, and as you can see it has been converted from the usual Windows form to the Discord form. So these are all Unicode emojis which can be used throughout all computers and devices, but they come in their own different packages. So for example, I assume that Twitter and Discord use these kind of emojis. On the other hand, Windows, like the system, uses these kind of emojis. Right here, 1 second. Yeah, these ones. So it all depends on the way you send it, but finally the emoji is going to come out like Discord wants it to. So similarly we can make our bot send an emoji. So let's get started with that. So here, first of all, I have this basic syntax for bot, and I'll remove pass here. Pass is just to like escape all errors or just escape from that function in a code. So here, if message.content.lower dot starts with emoji. Okay, let's just make it dot emoji. Okay, await message.channel dot send. First off, let's do it with the Windows default emojis, like from the computer. Okay, so here Windows default emoji. Okay, so now that's there. Let's do one more thing. Let's import a module called async.io, or as you can call it, async.io. So what it basically does, like time.sleep, there is a command called async.io.sleep, which basically pauses your program for that much time. But the main advantage of this one, it doesn't just stop the whole program, it stops it for a particular user. So if I type dot emoji and I'm waiting, like the async.io.sleep is on, then if some other user runs the command, it's still going to work and not stop, unlike time.sleep. So again we have to await this because it's meant for async functions, asynchronous functions. So await async.io.sleep 1. Okay, let me just copy this line so we can paste it later. Now here let's just take this line as well and put it here. So now let's swap this with Discord style emoji. Okay, and here I will just type wink, and I'll just come back here and show you that wink is this emoji. So that's it, and now let us run this file quickly using IDLE, and then let's see what happens. Okay, so here it's taking some time to start. Yes, and it's back. So now our command was named .emoji. So let's type it. See, it worked. So here first of all was our Windows default emoji, and as I showed you here, it got converted into this emoji. So that is one way you can type emojis easily instead of having to copy a emoji and paste it, because sometimes the Windows emoji pack doesn't contain emojis like 1 or 2, which Discord easily has when you type 1 or 2. Okay, so now let us work with default. We worked with default emojis. Now let's work with special emojis. So basically those are custom emojis which are there in a particular server, and for your bot to be able to send that, your bot has to be in the server where that emoji exists. So here I will just add one emoji, custom emoji. So here that is our AV Creators logo, so I will just put it like this, enter. Okay, so now if a user types like this, it can easily be sent, but for a bot to send it, there is a different format. So basically this is how it goes. So you first type out this, the angular brackets, inside that it's the emoji name in colons, like how I typed it here. So basically it would be AV, and its ID, so emoji ID. So for this emoji ID, what you got to do is go to user settings, go to your language, go to account once again, and usually there is a option here called developer mode, which allows you to copy IDs of emojis. But in case that's not possible, okay, here's what you do. So I'll show you some code that can help you fetch emoji IDs and actually the perfect emoji form to send an emoji. So if we just send an emoji and ask it to send it back, it will send it in emoji form, but we want the code, actually the text which we can put in this code. So for that I often use this technique, and I have actually made a temporary bot which I start up sometimes to get all these emoji names. Okay, so let's have a look at how I do it. So as I told you, the emoji form starts with angular brackets. So let's just do if message.content.starts with, and here we'll go like this. Okay, so this actually even happens for our mentions. So when you mention a user, it goes in that form with angular brackets at the start, or when you mention a channel like #general. Okay, so you need to be aware that you just can't keep this bot on for a long time, because in the chat if somebody messages or mentions a channel or mentions a user, it's going to create quite a problem. So await message.channel.send, and this is something which you call code blocks in Discord. So you start off with this three things, like 3 times you click this key beside 1 on your keyboard and you type anything. It's in code blocks. So here whenever you press enter, it won't be sent until you close it again using these three things. So the three backward apostrophes or something like that. Now here if you mention a channel like general and 3 at the start, 3 at the end, it comes like this. But when a bot sends it, it comes in the format of their ID, which is often something like this. So the ID of general is not available to us now because of the developer mode, which is off. Otherwise you can copy it and just do this angular brackets hashtag ID and it's supposed to work. So here let's quickly just do it. 3 and message.content. So what I'm using here is called the f string, which will format your message so you can include variables in your string without having to close quotes, comma, open quotes and all that. Just enclose it in these flower brackets. So now let's run this code and check it out. Alright, there's the code. Okay, so now that I will type, okay, let me just show you how it works with channel names. So here I suppose it supposedly didn't respond. So this is because we forgot to save the code. You need to be very careful with saving and saving of code and all that. So let's wait for it to start, and here let's first try a channel name, and you can see, as I told you, it's this and the ID. So now let's do it for our custom emoji. See, we got the emoji name and emoji ID. So now you can just copy this, and here I will just change this to something else, and now let's put this emoji here. So don't worry, this is not a variable, this is a string. So if you just paste it like this, it will work. So now let's just do it within a normal emoji, and it won't work because there is no angular brackets at the start to hold any ID or as such. So now let's quickly save this and let's make our bot send us our custom emoji. So if you're working with animated emojis, so suppose you have Discord Nitro, you can do the same for it, but then in the format here there will be a before the emoji name. Okay, so something like a, name and ID. Okay, so now our bot should be running, up and running. Okay, so now let's just type .emoji and see how it works. So see, our bot sent this, and because this message also started with angular brackets, it also sent its full form. So that is how you work with emojis, like custom emojis. Now let's work with reactions. So in Discord, what you can do is either click here and add a reaction, or just do plus wing and you can add a reaction to the latest message. So this is actually quite simple, and let's just do .reaction and message.add reaction. Okay, that's the command for this, and in this the emoji. So here you can't do the wink and all that like wink or so. You have to actually paste the emoji from here. Okay, and at the same time I'll show you a custom emoji as well. So what you got to do for a custom emoji is define the emoji. Okay, so it doesn't have to be emoji, any variable will do. So here we have our emoji name, put it in quotes, 1 second, and okay. Now await message.add reaction. Okay, in emoji, and don't forget to put your F. It also works without this, so let's just do it that way, more simple. Now let's run this file and check out how the reactions work. So you can do the same for animated emojis, and the benefit with asking a bot to react with it is that you cannot add animated emojis except if you have Nitro. But if the bot has added a reaction, you can just like add to the reaction count. So now let's do reaction. As you can see, it reacted with the custom emoji as well as this default emoji, which was rolling eyes. So that's it guys. I hope you found this video helpful. That was a really simple way to work with emojis and reactions. So you might say, why do we need emojis and reactions, and especially those custom ones? So think of it like this. Suppose you're building a bot, like a bot which you want to get popular, or you have a nice idea. So to give it a nice aesthetic appeal or a custom touch, you can include these emojis in whatever messages you send. So suppose there's a ban user, you can actually put up like something like this but with a ban hammer or something like that, and it will actually make the user feel good, like the bot is sophisticated. It will look really good. Okay, so I hope that was clear guys, and I hope you understood how to work with emojis and reactions. So thank you for watching, and be sure to like, share and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And that's it guys, and bye.